Everyone, welcome to another stream. As usual, we'll be doing lead coding. We continue doing this sheet. This is kind of the easier out there. We'll get started in. So mostly I might be speaking on mute or I might not speaking at all. Based on the audience, if there is good audience, then I'll start speaking as well. Otherwise, I'll be mostly on mute and coding. Depends on that. If there are listeners, then only I'll be speaking. Otherwise, I'll be coding on mute. Okay, how about so if anyone is new to the channel, please do reference other videos or uh, other content on the channel. Generally, it would be around DSA or design. So with that, let's get started. As I mentioned, I would be mostly coding in this one, not speaking much. If anyone has any doubts, feel free to ask in the chat. Hey guys, I'm back. So I look at the chat now. Arjun, I am doing good. Hope you are also doing good. Let me start the timer. Going to be 10 minutes. Bro, mm, Anant Agarwal. Hey, hey, bro. Hello. How are you? Yes, feel free to ask me if you have any specific doubts. Rahul, hello. Yeah, go ahead. You can ask the questions as long as it's not credentials. You are not sharing your personal details. Jairaj, yeah, I was doing silent coding, right? I wrote it here. So always anyone who is new to the chat, please always look at this. I can make it red. If it is more readable, red is more readable generally. So I was doing silent coding. Ananta Agarwal, yes, hey. The Bliss bro, don't you use? Yes, I use. ChatGPT is really good. You can use that for uh, your help, like day-to-day work and all that. You can use that. It's really good, really helpful, amazing tool. Okay, I can answer that, Anant. Uh, Neeraj, you can go to the bio of this channel and I have attached the links there, so you should be able to find the links there. You will get my lead code link, and in that link, you'll see all the other my profiles. So in the channel bio, you'll have all the links. So basically, not sure if you have seen this video. I have read your questions. Uh, I have read your questions. So basically, first your question is that you
So how much do you
how
earn?
to get
40.
started in DSA, right? In this video, I have shared all the tactics that I have used, but for you, I'll still
22 lakhs
go
per
over it
annum.
now because
42
there is
lakhs.
no other
That is your
question.
salary.
And you
Yes.
have
What do you do?
specifically asked
I am
it, so I'll be
Hi
reiterating all the
everyone,
things that I've
hope
said in this
everyone is doing
video.
well.
So basically, if you see right, let me just increase the quality. I'll be just using the flowchart that I have used. So first of all, you need to pick a programming language that by now I think you already would have, right? Now, once you have a programming language, right, you can start with this lead code 75. These are fairly easy, right? Start with easy problems. If you are not able to solve, spend 60 minutes on it, right? For that, that should be focused 60 minutes, right? You should be focusing on that problem itself, thinking different ways to solve it. It should not be like that you are using your phone also, right? So not those 60 minutes, focus 60 minutes. That should be the time, and so you are relatively beginner, I think, right? So practical DSA is something, theoretical DSA is different and practical DSA is different. Theoretically, you may know what is a graph, right? And you may also be able to create a graph, but are you able to solve a graph problem? That is the different DSA. So that is that thing, right? Now, um, so other than that, so once you solve all of these, right? So these 75 are relatively easy. This is a easy playlist, right? So by easy, I mean that most of them will be easy. Even the medium ones will be easy in some of these, and it will be like concept clearing, right? So the problem that I solved just now, these are fully utilizing hash map. This is a hash map itself. It's an array behaving as a hash map, right? And here the complete usage of hash map, right? And then the one before that is also hash map. So that way you need to know. So then tomorrow, if you get a hash map problem, you'll be able to think in that way that, okay, this seems like a hash map problem. Yesterday or day before yesterday, we were solving sliding window. That time I explained one of the thing, right? So if I open this problem in sliding window, there are 3 to 4 things that will happen. First thing is that you will be generally given a k and your constraints will be 10 raised to power 5, because in 10 raised to power 5 brute force n square will not work. Why it will not work? If the people here don't know, I'll just tell that for their reference. So it will not work because 10 raised to power 5 is the n, right? I am writing on the board. It should appear in any minute. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, so this is n square, right? 10 raised to power 5. And then if it is n square, this becomes 10 raised to power 10, right? Now in 1 second, generally computer has a power to solve 10 raised to power 7 queries. So now this 10 raised to power 10 is more than that. So that's why it times out. That is the reason it gives a TLE. So if you have to solve it in 10 raised to power 5, you need something like n log n. But let's say if your constraints are 100, right? Then n square is 10 raised to power 4 only, like square root of this. So if your n is 100, then your n square will work. That's why when your n is 10, 2 raised to power n also works, because this is exponential. These are backtracking problems. So that's the concept behind it, right? So for sliding window, it will be n 10 raised to power 5. There will be a k given to you, and mostly you will be playing around a subarray or a substring, right? You will not think of subsequence because you need to slide the window. So these hints or these intuition comes once you have solved a lot of problems, or you have solved the same problem again and again such that it fits in your mind that, okay, if in the new problem I see, it will be around that, right? So that's the first thing. You need to solve so many basic problems like this 75 you need to solve multiple times. On lead code itself, they have written that you should solve each of their playlist multiple times. So that is the first thing, right? Now the second thing that you mentioned is that intuition is not building, right? To build that, in the video itself I have mentioned that you should participate in lead code contest. If not, someone is not able to wake up at 8 a.m., there is virtual, you can virtually participate and see where you are landing, right? So there are like close to 450 contests now. So go here, like go to go all the way back, and then you can see, right? You can start from 300 or 350. There is another very good website, this one rating. So in this you can get just the contest, right? So for example, let's say 400. So you will see all the problems of 400 contests, right? This way you can solve 400 contest problems. But I would suggest it start with 200 contest, and then you will see the problem one will be relatively very easy. two will be again easier, and then three will get harder and harder, right? So each problem has a rating. So if I open this problem, it should be something very straightforward. So count good triplets, right? So relatively easy problem. So this way, now this 4 is generally C 1500 rated. It is plus minus 1400 to 1600. And then you don't have to worry about question 3. Your should target should be solve first and up solve second and third. Fourth you can leave out as of now when you're starting. So that is something that you need to do for 3 months at least every day. Eventually you will get the insights. Your intuition will build up. That answers your question, I think. So second thing you talked about, what is the exact mindset uh, that one needs to have? One needs to have a never give up mindset, I would say, and one needs to have a uh, like a strong mentality. For mindset, for motivation, what I would say is follow this guy. It's never too late to do anything, right? Listen to him. He is really good and really good motivational speaker, I would say. If you have never heard of him, then this is a good person to listen about, right? He is a Navy, US Navy SEAL, whatnot. He has done a lot of great things in his life. So, and anyways, everyone starts from zero only, right? No one starts from 10. So everyone starts from zero, be it whether you are in first year of your college or first year of your job, right? You still have time. So I would say that never give up attitude is required, and most of the things are not going to happen straight away, right? It is going to take time. It will take around 6 months, 8 months to get hang of it, right? There are a lot of people who have solved 10,000 plus problems on different coding. They just like it, right? Eventually, either you have to like it or you do it for the money, right? So both are good. If you do it for the money, then also it is good because eventually you'll get paid, right? So that should be your mindset. If you have heard of David Goggins, then that's really good. So watch his YouTube videos, like then then you'll get the motivation that you need, right? And there is no fun being average. So that's the main aim of the life, right? But that doesn't mean that you should stop being humble. So always be humble, even if you work the most. So this is a really good website. I don't think I have shared this one in my other streams. It's a really good one. So here also I generally say that you can start from this rating, right? You can see like 1000, 1000. These are easiest problems. You should, anyone who is coming here should start with this and eventually go up till 2000. You can see how many easy are there, right? There are total these 2000 plus problems. So when I was a very beginner, what I used to do is you can create a range of 1100 to 1200 and solve 20 problems in that. Spend 1 hour, right? So that should be the approach. So, okay, that's your second question. Your third question is about the Goldman's offer. So I recently created this video, I uploaded it today, but I forgot to mention the timestamp. But let me open that and share with if anyone else is wondering. Here. So this is the latest video that I created, and someone asked me the same question: Are you taking that offer? So no, I had already declined that offer, and I got the offer back in Feb, right? So currently, I'm not giving any interviews. I'm good with where I am at, and my interviews happened back in December, and the offer was in Feb. So it's not a recent offer. Anyway, it would have been rescinded by now. So no, I am not. I have not taken the offer. So it is an old offer. Like most of the videos that I'll be creating, those are from like late 2024 to early 2025. So that's the timestamp. Next time I'll make sure to mention that in the video. So, so that's the plan. If someone has not seen this video, feel free to give it a go. I think I'm sharing some of the details here. I didn't get your point. Bro, I have, okay, so I'll go from starting right as of now. Anant, I have not got your any other question. These are the only questions I've got. So please let me know in chat if I have answered all of this. Anant answered. Uh, Sandeep Tripathi, is this? So I generally create a post. I have created a post and it is not happening every day, Sandeep. So I'm not able to get some time on doing it on every day. So I do it on the weekends now. So yesterday I did the live stream. So you can count on me to do it on weekends around 10 p.m. Right? Uh, Sandeep, weekends around 10 p.m. always, and then random in between. Right? So that's the plan as of now. Sandeep, I can definitely do it on uh, I can definitely do it on 10 p.m. on weekends always, right? That's what I can promise, but I might go bad on my promise also. But yeah, if I'm sick or otherwise, right? But 9 p.m., 10 p.m. generally on weekends. The plan was to do it every day at 10:30 p.m. But after long day at work, right? It is not possible because I'm not at my best from health wise, so that's why. Probably I'll do once I'm fit and fine, I'll probably start that also. And also, if I do it every day, right, there is no audience, it's just me doing coding so that I can do offline also. So there is no fun then. If just then silent coding is better. Today also I was not expecting any audience, that's why I mentioned silent coding in the start of the stream. Thank you, Sandeep, for replying and thank you for your message. Neeraj, why those constraints are given? Can you explain in short? So, as I mentioned in the uh, starting, right? So, constraints is what helps in optimizing things, right? Later down the line, you'll be reading about latency and whatnot. So, it all boils down to how much time a computer takes, right? So, let's say, okay, let me clear that out. Sure, why this comes, which is okay. So, generally, 10 raised to power 7 operations is what can happen in 1 second, right? Let's say if you have some application and that has like 10 raised to power 14 operations happening. So n is that big. So it will take 2 seconds. A computer is nothing but a server, right? CPUs and whatnot. So you will take 2 seconds to show that something on your user's board, right? So that's a very bad experience. Think of it that you are on Instagram and someone's photo is taking 2 seconds to upload, right? Or someone's post is coming after 3 to 4 seconds. So that's the real time thing. That's how it is happening in real time. Now, why it is here why these are given here? Because that's what makes DSA hard, right? If you have to solve everything in n square or n cube, right? N square or n cube, right? Then every problem is easy. So solving this problem basically in n square is very easy. You take all the subarrays of size k. Basically, because the length is k, you will do one loop. You'll start from this and you'll take these elements. Then you'll start from this and you'll take these elements. So that's what you will do, right? That's n square. So, but n square, so if your application is built in that sort, then it will be very slow application. So that makes DSA interesting, right? It's called time complexity. What is the time complexity? That's the word for it. How much time your algorithm takes. So you can learn more about it, right? Time complexity in DSA or in engineering, number of operations needed to run, right? So that's your question. Not sure if he's there, but still I answered. Okay. Bread is driver A to Z sheet. I have not personally done that. Let's see. There are 445 problems, right? Yes, I believe it should be enough. So anyone who is asking me how to get started, right? I have not gone through this personally, but I think it's the same thing. Learn a basic language, that's good. Learn sorting techniques, that's good. Solve easy to hard problems. Lead code use, sorry, GFG used to have the same thing. So do this. I think this is good enough. Yes. Whose question was this? Bishwajit Ghosh. This is a AMA itself going on, bro. So, okay, I can create a AMA separate stream, but this is AMA is going on. But red bread. Yes, it should be enough to get started. Red bread. Red bread. Yes, it is enough. Vishwajit Ghosh, you can ask me anything in here. Consider this as a AMA, but I'll be spending like 10 minutes till 11. I can do a AMA and then I'll again go into coding. Uh, by another May, I don't think so. Uh, I do live streams over the weekend. You can ping me on LinkedIn. Those are the resources that I am available at. I do have a Topmate um link also. I started that, but I kept it for free. So my Topmate was for free, but then people booked the booking and then they didn't join in, right? So it happened couple of times with me. I had kept it for free. So I had a Topmate. Let me see if it is still there somewhere. Uh, but I didn't want to charge specifically anyone extra money. Then, but then due to that leisure, people don't join, right? So it's time wastage for both of us. So then now I might have kept 50 or 100 rupees around that. So that's that. Let me check if it is still there or not. Yes, it is still there. Uh, this is my top mid link. But I would suggest that don't spend money. You can ask questions here only, right? If but you want to connect one-on-one, then you can connect on my top mate. So that would be the advice. I have only kept money because otherwise people don't join, right? So this is the link. You can join in. Fairly simple. So that's it. That's the only way to connect with me, bro. Personally, which resources did you use while learning DSA? So when I was in college, I did a Udemy course from uh, uh, did a Udemy course from uh, sorry, what I'm saying, Udemy course from Udemy, but on data structures and algorithm in Java. So it was a free course you can apply. I think, how did I make it free? No, I paid 300 or so. So Udemy courses generally you can get around 300. So that's what I did, answering your question, Red Bradman. Red answering question. So that was first thing that I did, right? Once I know that DSA, because in Java, if you are using, you need to know this hash map that I just used, right? This is part of collections. So hash map is there, DQ is there, Q is there, priority queue is there, all those sort of things I learned. Then I solved 1,000 problems on Geeks for Geeks. If you see my profile, I would have solved close to 1,000 problems on uh, Geeks for Geeks. I can show you my. You can go to Codelio and then see my profile. Let me see if I can open it in this screen. So this is my profile on Codelio. This is a really good website. It kind of combines all the lead code patterns. So you can see total questions are 3,300 now, and GFG, right? So GFG 1,000 problems, and I am not active these days. There is no way to select, but if you see my 2020 graph, right, you will see that. And you can see most of them are medium, right? Because I was also beginner, and most of them are easy only. This is for Anant Agarwal, right? You can see I have solved so many easy problems. So that is to get hang of it, right? To basically learn, 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 learn. So this is how I started RAD, and then I was not aware of lead code back then. So most of my college, everyone was doing Geeks for Geeks. So you can see I am, I think, top 4 or top 10 of my college as well on Geeks for Geeks. Let me pull up my Geeks for Geeks profile if I can. I think this should be the link. Yeah. So my rank has decreased, but at that time I was rank 1. This is pure based on number of problems and the coding score. So I was rank 1 back then. So that was my strategy, and then yeah, doing and then YouTube, right? I did not buy any course. I'll say that after getting a job, I did buy some courses to get more better, but that was the worst decision. So Red Bradman, your question is also answered. So driver A to Z blind 70 should be new. I know is correct. No, no. Bilali Hari Krishna, no. CP is not. You have mentioned more than enough. Driver A to Z, neat code, blind 75. Those are good enough. Agreed. No CP. I don't think CP is required. What is the tech stack you used? Over the career, I have used different tech stacks. Started with JavaScript and Node.js as backend in my internship, and then worked on Python, then worked with Golang as a backend, now working with C Sharp and Python as a backend. For DSA, I use Java. I have stick to Java. Here you can see my uh, problems should be in Java. There used to be a language. Yeah, languages use Java. C++ one or two problems I have solved. So the map I wanted to show, right? So see, this is when I was in. So by this time I was placed, and then I moved to lead code. So, but this is the time when I was not placed, and this is when I started DSA around this time. I came to know very late that DSA is something that is required, even though I had a very nice CGPA. So, this is something that uh, that's why I'm doing this live, right? So that people in college or they know the real value even if they are in not very decent college. So I have answered it till Saurav Rawat and Red and Bayali. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, bro. Vishwajit. DSA preparation is enough for cracking any products. Suppose I spend 4 hours. Yes, it is enough for SD1 rule. DSA for SD1. Vishwajit. For SD1, yes. For SD1, that's enough. 6 months is enough. 6 months pure dedication. And today itself, I was replying to someone's uh, comment. I think they mentioned that 1 month when they should start applying, right? You should start applying after 2 months of focused prep, right? 4 hours every day is good enough time. Like the projects and all, what basically your tech stack. I mentioned I worked in 4 to 5 different languages in corporate. So I don't have a specific tech stack to be very specific. But if you ask me, morely in a backend, so Golang and all I have worked with. Now with ChatGPT and all, like language is not even a barrier anyway. You can ask all the coding question and language specific questions. What you should not ask is DSA thing, right? DSA trains your brain. Brain training is more important. I don't think so. Any engineering problem out there is harder than DSA problem, right? That's why people say that job is much easier than DSA, right? That is the reason. So DSA is supposed to train your brain. That's what I feel. That's personal opinion. I'm working as a SRE. You should, Santosh, you should proceed by solving DSA problems up to stack. Up to stack is not good. So you should know graph, DP, and all that. You should learn all of these. That is like it's not like that you can't do it, right? You can do it. You just need to put that effort, right? Everyone in this chat can do it. They just need to put that effort. Pratik, hi, bro. How are you doing? Book. Okay. So Pratik, I have read your question, but I'm just going in a flow, right? Uh, so Santosh, your is answered. Saurav, your is answered. Answered. Java by DSA. So I did not do that. Udemy, data structures, and Java. I did this one. I did this one. It would be way old. See, right now it is 550, right? Very much affordable. You get this lifetime access. Now it might be very outdated, but it has lot of good knowledge of data structures, I would say, like the data structures, implementation, and whatnot, right? Back then it was good enough. That's the theoretical. They explain the theoretical things, but this is not what is going to be asked in DSA, right? You have to do practical DSA by going to lead code. Syed Afan, hey, I hope you're. I am recovering, bro. Thank you for asking. On top mode, yes, I can open the slots for you. Syed, I can do that. I can open the slots. I hope you are comfortable. Let me see if I'm. I can open some slots in the evening, and I can let you know by in chat. But again, if it is a generic thing, you can ask in the live. But if you can afford 100 rupees or so for half an hour, then yeah, feel free to go ahead. Again, I did keep it free generally, then people don't join, right? It's that's why I've kept like the minimal charges, not like 3,500. I've seen people charging 3,500 by cracking any company by luck. So not that kind of a guy. Do you recommend CP? Like it depends on your goal, bro. If you're in college first year, then yes, you can have a lot of fun in CP. You can aim for higher goals. If you're let's say in fourth year, then I would say do DSA and get a job first, right? Yes, I would definitely recommend DP to someone who is in first year of its college. Do CP and reach that grandmaster level in 4 years. 4 years is good enough time. If someone would have told me, I would have done that. That only requires sheer hard work every day in and day out. Sayad, your is answered. What stack will you? DSA. DSA is something that get you internships. You are asked DSA questions in internship. Any books? I have not read any books specifically Pratik for LLD, but recently I started reading this one, Design Patterns book. This one head first. Recently I started reading this one. It's good, but it's very big, right? Don't have to spend that much time. So leverage ChatGPT as much as possible. So Pratik, leverage ChatGPT for LLD. Right, leverage ChatGPT as much as possible. Yeah, that's why you leverage ChatGPT, right? So now I have reached till Pratik, no copyright melody. If someone who start now his journey and seriously wanna crack product based company in the that is okay, bro. You have 6 months, work hard and get started from today itself. This driver A to Z someone mentioned, right? That's good from the correct I learned. Back then Geeks was good enough. Now there is driver still Geeks is good enough, I would say. You can follow any, but don't pay, right? Don't pay to anyone out there. You can pay if you have extra money. That's always good. I have a lead code premium now because it doesn't hurt, and just for fun, I have that. So if you can afford, well, head go ahead and pay. But if you can't afford, then you don't need to pay, right? You can still do best without paying. But if you want to know like a proper thing, you can go ahead and watch this video. This video is for you, no copyright melody. If you are aiming for HD1, right? If you are, this is for HD1, guys. If you are aiming for HD2, if you are aiming for HD2, then this.
This is the best course I can say. It is perfectly fine. In just one course, in 6 months, you will be completely prepared.
This. If you are aiming for HD2, then this. If you are aiming for HD1, then this. At the rate, no copyright. Third. What to do for a recent grad with no DSA? You have to think whether you want to get into this field or not. If you want to get into field that do everything mentioned in this video, do DSA, build some good projects. It will be okay if you are like repeating old projects only. When I was in college, right, the biggest fear I had was that is my project good enough, right? It doesn't matter. At that time, you just need to do a project, right? You could be replicating Spotify, you could be replicating anything, right? That's good enough, even if you're replicating. I was thinking, then I started thinking of building my own startup in college, some stupid idea or some idea. No, idea was pretty good. Now there is a website called Wishlink. I had a similar idea back then in college. Uh, if someone is not aware of Wishlink, that's where influencers can uh, have there all the links of different Mintra, because if someone is interested in fashion and whatnot, right? So what generally happens is sometimes good shoes are there on Mintra, sometimes they are on Amazon, sometimes they are on Flipkart, right? So how to collaborate all those links and put it into one site? That's what Wishlink does for you. So that similar thought I also had back in college, but no. But in college, you should focus on DSA, I would say, safe play if you have to do just I did. So that answers your question, glamorized. So sorry guys if everyone has to wait for their turn, but there is no other way, right? No other way I can answer. I have to go in a line only, right? How do you quickly revise DSA if you ever do you have a reference to quick notes? Yes, I do have. That's why I'm doing this 75. But if you have to revise, right, when I generally have to revise, I prefer this neat codes 150. So So that is generally I use to revise. I feel that this has a combination of all 20 hard, 100 medium, 20 ADD, like decent combination. That's what I do, Hari Krish. How to apply jobs in off-campus scenario given this markets? So Naukri is good. Still, I will see that career portal. If you see my Goldman's thing that I got that opportunity on off campus, but generally directly from career portal, right? No referral, nothing. Pratik Day, yes, it is 7 pages, 700, yes. So also Bishwaji, so you can get good rating on lead code. That is something in your control. I recently replied the same thing to someone. Like they asked that what is the how to get more calls, right? Referral would be one way to go. Now to get referral, if you're pinging someone on the LinkedIn, you will share your resume and job ID, right? So when you share your job ID and resume, in resume, if you have a good lead code rating or code forces rating, then there are more chances. If someone comes to me and they have good lead code rating, I generally establish the credibility that okay, they have worked hard and then uh, refer them, right? So that is a good way, at least good metrics. Uh, then yeah, profile updated on LinkedIn, apply via career portal, all that, right? That is okay, no copyright melody. It's okay. If you have started it, that's okay. Do a very you can do a basic job, get into like very basic companies, low paying company, right? Whichever doesn't ask that much of hard DSA, and then start with similar small things only, right? Everyone's small, everyone starts from basic only. You will take time in basics. It's not like that anyone who have read like who is now genius, they all started from basics only, right? So basics are important and you should take time. Aditya, I have 2 years of Iraq JS India, but not getting good opportunities to shift. So apply to more openings, Aditya. That's the only thing. And keep your profile updated on Naukri, Insta, Hire, LinkedIn, and everything, right? Keep on applying. Pratik got it. Thanks for HLD, Alex. Yes, Alex, use volume 1 is good. Volume 2 is very deep. I have only read first chapter of volume 2. Volume 1 is very good. Venkatesh, you okay? Retract. If you have any other thing, you can ask me, Venkatesh. Venkata. Uh, I am 2025 grad and currently under training with Cognizant, but I really want to. Yeah, bro, it is never too late. Saurav Rawat, you are saying that it would be too early to switch. That's what I, if that is something that you are saying, then you are 200% wrong. If you feel like you can go into better package, like you are saying that you want to skip the job and then keep preparing, then that is definitely wrong, right? You should always have a job. Then you prepare because there is no guarantee in this situation whether it will be 1 year or 2 year. I got the call I got the call, so I was able to clear. What if I didn't get a call, right? I am not a genius or something. There is always luck involved in getting a call, right? There are a lot of people out there who are coding, so don't leave any job out there. So, Pratik, the geeks work. Oh, is it buggy now? But because I used to practice coding problems here, right? I used to solve lot of problems. So all this, right? You can start with basic and is it buggy? Because if you solve, right, this was very good. I solved so many problems. Even you would see my comments in some problems. Oh, but still it is a really good platform, I would say. You start with basic problems, taking input in Java and whatnot. It's the same thing, right? Same thing other platforms have, but yeah, we have all done that. Not sure which one is that for, but plus one to that. Ashish Chaudhary, which year you are in? It depends on which year you are in. If you are in first year, you can focus 90% on DSA and your college subject 10% on dev. If you go into second year, decrease that focus to 80% DSA and then 20% dev. Hello, sir. I am in fourth year. Should I continue YouTube? Like, I am not sure what you mean by continue YouTube. I didn't get your question, Algo. Yes, yes. That the Aditya, that happens with everyone. You have to revise. So, do you think that I recently got a comment that I have solved 3,000 problems, and if I solve those again, I am not able to solve? Not sure even whether someone asked me to solve or not, but I myself say that if I solve any problem again, like I might not be able to solve it even in this live itself, right? One second. Even in this live itself, I was solving this. So, where is that problem? I was solving this problem, determine two strings. It took me around 15 minutes to solve. But if it has been last year around October when I was solving continuously, this would have been solved in 3 to 4 minutes when I was at my peak. So if you stop practicing anyway, you will go down. So you have to practice it again and again, Aditya, so that you get that in your mind, in your muscle that okay. Just like when you were learning ABC, right? You would have not learned it in same way. You remember so many days that you would have spent doing coloring A, B, C, right? Then that's how you remember it. So that only comes with practice. Ashish Chaudhary, you are in fourth, right? If you are doing placement, by this time you should have done at least one of that. Ashish Chaudhary, you should have done dev either by now or DSA. If you have not done anything, then you have to prioritize it 50-50%, right? Because DSA is going to get you, so you'll get online assessment. You need DSA to clear that. So for all of these, DSA is important. Yeah, then practice DSA and then do start dev. Practice DSA. Keep practicing DSA. You should not leave DSA. So if you will leave DSA, eventually you're complete. I don't understand what you mean by DSA complete. Even I can't say that my DSA is complete. But I can understand that you would have solved like basic problems and all right. Like maybe you would have completed some sheets. So you have to revise those sheets and then start on dev. Keep revising. So now it will take less time to solve some problems. Can you help me with concurrently working at Accenture? Just end up doing You mean that you can do that in contests? First two questions. What is your lead code rating, Nitish Best? Yes, yes. Then you are really good, Ashish Chaudhary. If you know segment tree and all, that is well done. Keep applying. I wish you all the best, and I hope that you crack some good company in next 1 month or 2 months. You are in your fourth year, right? Yes, you do that. You are on right track, Ashish Chaudhary. If you are able to solve segment tree and convect tree, I never really learned. Practice daily, participate in lead code contest, Ashish, and then you will be able to crack good company. All the best. Your CJB is not, your CJB is very less. At least it should be above 7 to sit in all the companies. At least that was back. Not sure whether it is like, I doubt, like you, maybe you are from IIT where it is hard to, but if you would have been from IIT, then you would already be more educated than me at least. Yes, for off campus also, I think 7 is the minimum. But don't count me on that, right? I wish it would be 6.5, it could be. But last I checked on Amazon's, I think it is 7. Go apply, Ashish. Anyway, you are not losing anything, right? Even if they reject you, they reject you. But still apply. But still keep on applying. Okay. So there is no harm in applying. You can't either try to increase your CGP. If you can't do that, then you don't have any option to apply, right? There might be some companies who don't really care about DSA. Like if you know topics like segment tree, Fenwick tree, then you are really good at DSA. So then, yeah, then nothing is stopping you. Nitish Bit, you should participate in lead code contest then. Uh, that is okay. In starting, most of the times you are learning concepts, Nitish, so it's okay. Cool. I have, I think, spent 1 hour answering answers, question answers. So I think, mm, Probably you guys can connect on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is safer than sharing email. Did you guys watch today's test match? India won. If anyone was following that. The really good bowling by Akashdeep. And great catch by Swaraj. Okay, it has been sad day for football based on that tragic accident. I do follow both. I follow football, I follow NBA and then cricket. Cool guys, I'll spend 30 minutes coding now. Again, it will be silent coding only. So going on. Gaurav, just imagine Akashdeep, Bumrah. Yeah, Kashdeep, Bumrah and Siraj. Siraj is also really good. Siraj has an inspiring story. He started from nothing, right? Even I don't think he was that good of a bowler, like when he started. Now he is a really good bowler. So that explains everyone's question on motivation and whatnot. He also has a very inspiring story. So and knows that he's kind of an underdog. That's something that makes him more special. If you know that you are not a genius and still you give in your 200%, that something is Siraj, I think. He balls like crazy overs and never complains about injury or anything. Yes, RIP. Cool guys. I'll be on mute now. Hey everyone, I'm back. So just answering couple of questions and then I'll end the stream. So Bayali irrigation purpose, yes, that's a good one to impact. He's really good in coding. He solves all of the problems. Brahmjot, hello. Yo. Hey, no, I didn't get a time to do LLD, so not doing that, just doing some DSA questions and then that's it. Hey Anup, hey top percent engineer, Saurav Rawat, other than DSA, what do you think I should go for the dev? Like, yes, MERN is good. MERN projects are good enough. You are in college anyway, right? Good night, Pratik. I'll also end the stream in 7 minutes. So you have not got any job, Saurav, is it? Then your main focus should be DSA only, like crack any job. So if you are in any job, then your job experience matters. Main thing I think is DSA is only important for you. If you are not currently working, then your DSA should be good. Oh sorry, yeah, you mentioned that. So yes, MERN is good enough. So in training, do you not do any projects? I don't have any idea. Do they pay you in training? Is it a job? Okay, then that's good. UNX factorize. You are welcome, bro. Yeah, just on this, right? So as I have like no other question, so just for anyone who is watching is new, right? So whenever you ask someone for refer, probably create a good message. So generally, I do also have that message. So whenever I ask someone for referral, first of all, you should say hi, greetings, and then introduce yourself in the same message, not in multiple messages. Okay, don't get me wrong here. So your message should be, let me see if I can pull up something on the screen. Yes, so it should be like this. Hi, XYZ name. Hope this finds you well. Hope this message finds you well. Okay, these are some other things. Just 1 second. Yes. So it could be like hi Mayank or any name. Hope you're doing well. I am XYZ, currently working at XYZ company or currently in this XYZ college. I wanted to ask if you would be willing to refer me for the attached position and the link to that position. So any position that you find on the career site of the website, there should be a link attached to that. The link should take the person to that career site. And then you kindly say thanks and then you attach your resume. So your job ID, brief intro about you, and your resume, all of these three things should be there in one message, right? Otherwise, there is 95% chance that they are not going to reply to you. Top 1% engineer you can find on career portal. That's the website, right? So for any company, there is a career portal. I think this is also something that not everyone knows. So let's say you want to apply for Uber career portal. So this Uber careers. Oh, you go to Uber. I did not even know that even Uber has their whole process also. Like how do they hire? Let me show you that if I can find that now. So engineering, this is all about engineering, inside engineering, core teams and whatnot. Okay. For interview inside Uber, how we hire, right? So apply and all that. Content tips. No, this is not what I'm looking for. See, this is internship opening that they have. Software engineering internship program. You can go ahead and apply this. There was one of for interview pattern. Let me search. They had mentioned all the rounds, like where this is taken. Yes, this is also good. What to expect in the coding interview and whatnot. But yeah, that thing I'm not able to find. So there is an internship opening out there for pre-final year students. Brahmajot, you should watch this video, Brahmajot. This will guide everything. So you should get a programming language and then you should choose a platform which lead code is good enough. Largest rectangle in a histogram is based on a stack. I am not solving it's Q&A going on our end thing, so I am about to end the stream and the question that you have mentioned, I solved that question. It is based on monotonic stack, I think. Yeah, cool. All the best to you. Yes, you can top percent. Why can't you do that? You cannot go to every company. You can do to 10 companies, right? That's what I did. Everyone applies to, see, this is what, like, everyone is blocking their own mindset, right? You should go to every company's portal, not every by mean like every day go to 10 companies portal. That's you can spare 30 minutes of time, right? If on each company portal you spend 5 minutes, so then you do it for 30 minutes. You spend 5 minutes on six companies portal, and each company you apply 2 to 3 openings. You have applied to 100 openings, right? 30 minutes, 1 minute, or let's say 40 openings every day. Do that for 1 month. Then you will get the calls. Simple. If you're saying that you can't go, then that's very bad mentality, I would say. Sorry for being harsh here, but like, why can't you do that? It's very straightforward, right? Or you can think of it like after every problem you solve, you apply to 5 openings. Simple. I'll answer Vedant's question. So good projects you don't need. Like you can make a clone project, like make a clone project of any database management system or things like that. Learn from YouTube, right? So Traversy Media is a really good channel. Traversy Media. After every language or anything that you read, right? He creates a
Hey
project.
guys, for
So
the
use
past
these
7
projects. Even I created one of the project. So let's say you do a JavaScript crash course or any crash course, right? You will, I think recently he has loaned the channel, but earlier he's really good at explaining, right? So for example, let's say you want to learn this Vue.js, right? So in the end, he'll be
So
creating
you
some
just mentioned
website in the end of the
that you
view.
want to learn Python. So do
Yes,
not
let
learn
me
Python in manual way in 2025 because learning
once
Python in
this
manual way
skip
will take
that.
you like.
Hey guys,
So in
welcome
the
to my
Vue.js
Vue.js crash
project, right?
course.
In the end,
So
it
this
will
is a course
he'll create some project. He always does that. So see, Netlify is something that he has created. So follow that and then put that,
that we
customize
can
that
fill the
project
form
and
fields.
put it on
So
your
we're going to need
resume.
on
So
mounted as
you'll
well.
learn
So let's bring
Vue.js
that
also,
in
and then
from
you'll get
Vue.
good
So in
project
addition to
also.
reactive, we'll
So
bring
that
in
is how
on
I did,
mounted.
right? And I think it is good enough. But given that your DSA is very solid, so that's something that you should do, Vedant. Please feel free to drop a message in the chat whether if you're here, right? But I've answered your question even if you have left. Fencing, I've done Spring Boot and Subversion, now doing DevOps. Aren't Singh, you are in college or you are in working professional? Like, not sure why you are doing DevOps. No worries, Vedant. Don't get too much that you have to create a unique project, right? Yeah, Pratik, that's the thing, right? Apply to 7 openings, apply to all the openings. I know by telling this to everyone, I am reducing my chances when I will look out for a job. But yeah, there is no point of hiding things from people. So that's top person. That's a very woman getting fang offers. That's no comments. There are a lot of good engineers. So even women's mentors. Hmm. College completed 3rd year. So why you are doing DevOps, Aryan? Then you should do focus on DSA and get an internship. So you are in final year. You go and apply to that Uber opening that I just showed you, right? Why in Bajaj you need to get an internship outer straightforward. Your DSA 700 is good. If you get stuck in DP questions, do Aditya Verma, but you are not bad. 700, 1700 lead code is good enough. So Aditya Verma, Aditya Verma DP playlist, right? You are at right time. You are moving to third year, and in third year, you should crack any internship either in your NIT or via off-campus. If you don't get placed in your NIT, then apply to off-campus openings, right? As we just saw, there is an opening on Uber. So Uber internship. So if I go to this Uber, Vayam Vijay, let me know if you're hearing this, right? Just put a comment in a chat. So I'll explain that because you are at the right step. You are the kind of people that my channel is all about. So if you go to this university, there is a opening here, right? Ask some people for referral. July is the month to apply and pre-final. So that is third year, right? So you are doing BTech. So if it is coming to your campus, that is good. If you don't do that, then apply here. So go and apply there. That's good. So that's what. So Vyam, 90% I would say that you will get offer in your uh, campus only. But if you are not there, then you apply from off campus, right? Apply to all the companies, different companies. Your college is already good. Your lead code rating is decent. If you are getting stuck at DP, go watch this playlist, right? And revising NEET code 150 is really good. Keep on revising that. So let me know once you crack a good internship offer. GDSES. I work at Microsoft. Keep on solving, like keep solve sheets, but then participate in contests so that you get the hang of new problems, right? Those are new invented problems no one can see. They don't have good lead code or projects. Yeah, that is where the luck comes into factor top 1%. So luck is also plays an important role. Okay. Okay, guys. I think this is good enough. It's already 12. Uh, no, it's okay, man. Vyam Bajaj, all the best. Goldman is coming. DShaw, Microsoft. DShaw is going to ask you really hard DSA, but I hope you crack any of these. If not on campus, then you will crack it off campus. 90. Like if you're not feeling confident today is July. Down the line in September or October, you should feel confident. Make points of what you think you are lacking. I don't feel confident enough seeing other excelling so much. Don't compare your journey with others, bro. Don't compare your journey with others. So, and you ping me on LinkedIn if you feel demotivated, right? So you can, or everyone who's here, you can get my bio, LinkedIn from my bio, right? Mention that channel's bio. But you are on right track, Vyam. You will get internship. Apply to all the companies off campus, right? Just like I showed Ubers, there are like 100 companies, those were good paying. Apply to all of those. No, I'm doing DevOps and DSA. I've done dev, so not focusing much on it. Yeah, you should, Aaron, you should focus on DSA only. Bro, like, not sure why you're doing DevOps. DevOps you will anyway do once you're in college, company. DevOps is like CI/CD pipelines. What code you are deploying? You are either you're doing internship, then it's good if you're doing DevOps in some internship. You, bro, what's the level of HLD interviews? Is it like typical URL? It's different. Like I have faced typical ones also, but generally it is different from company to company. Oh, really good. Like I did not know that people are solving problems with me as well. That's really good. Then I think silent coding is also beneficial. Then both of those were relatively easy, but that doesn't mean that it may not come up in your interviews, right? Like I have a premium on my other. See, I'll explain one more thing, right? So if you have a premium, right, on a lead code, then you will see that two sum is a question that asked 100 times in different companies. Now with our mindset, we always go with the mindset that something bad is going to happen, right? They'll ask a question that I may not know. But why don't we think in such a way that I might end up getting two sum only, right? So that could also happen, right? That's what happened in some of the interviews. That will happen. But when I was in college, even after solving 1000 or 1015 problems, I always had this mindset that, okay, I am going to get a question that I'll not be able to solve. That mindset is very bad. And that's what you are facing right now, Vyam, that you are thinking that you are not good enough because you are not able to solve either one problem or you are not able to solve hard problems. But think about all the problems that you are able to solve. So if they are if they are from the problems that you have solved, then you will anyway crack it, right? So think like that. Everyone, we should think like that only. Otherwise, we will always underestimate ourselves even after doing so much hard work. It's been 2 and 2. I have covered. In 2 years, Vedant, you have covered 150 question only. If that's the thing, then you're doing very slow, man. 150 you should be able to do in 15 days. 15 days, 150, that's 10 question per day, basic when you start, right? Anyway, you'll be spending 1 hour and you won't be able to solve those questions when you're doing it for first time. So you'll anyway learn up doing YouTube. So you took 2 years to solve 150. You are very slow. I'm really sorry, but that's the truth. Today, from today itself, Ramjot Singh, from today you should start giving contest. Go to lead code, and you don't have to call me sir by no means, right? I think this live is not gonna end. So go to this contest and do this virtual thing, and it will start the virtual contest. And then go to that virtual contest, and then click on this coupon code validator. So it is saying that you are given three arrays of length and described, and code business line is active. Code is the coupon identifier, business line is something something. And then so to start, if you're not able to solve this one, look at the solution of this, right? Probably now lead code contests are getting little bit more harder and harder with ChatGPT because they don't really want people to solve it. So you can start from 400. I recently shared this website, right? Start from contest number 300. Do participate in virtual contest. Yes, yes, you should have revised core subject. I have done it once. Yes, you should revise. You don't have to call me sir. So you should revise CS fundamentals. That goes without saying. You should revise those topics. Yeah, focus on DSA RN. So top 1% still see. That should not be in your mind, right? You have solved 1K problems. Still, if you have that in mind, that's the mentality of I think Indian people. That's I think built in from our because we generally underestimate ourselves, right? If you see another country culture, even if they would have solved 100 problems, they portray it like that they have worked a lot in life. So that's I think Indian mentality to kind of underestimate themselves. We need to kind of pass through that. What is the name of this website? Let me ping this. It's rating. It's called rating only. It's rating even if their name is rating. Sir, I love backend and DSA due to logic building, but I can't understand or enjoy a front end. Can I job? Yes, you can. You can get the job, Om Prakash. Build backend projects, build backend APIs. If you're not enjoy front end, that's okay. Generally in companies, that's how it is. You will either be working on backend, you will either be working on front end. Trump response, I guess. From, I did not understand your top 1%, your question. Om Prakash Nayak, yes. So you should focus on backend, right? That's okay. In back, generally, there is a backend roadmap. You should focus on that only, and then do DSA. You make your projects also around backend, like more database oriented and whatnot, right? So you can search on YouTube like top backend projects, revolve around that only. That's totally fine. So just I would like to say one thing now, like everyone I've been answering, please feel free to like and share the stream. I see like likes are less and I have interacted more with the people. I would have answered more people. So there are like close to 35 people who has commented and likes are 20. So if you find this helpful, if you find me helping you out, please feel free to give a stream a like. At least I think I would have answered more than 20 people's question. But I get that like there is no habit of liking, so just want to point that out. You don't have to call me sir, Om Prakash. UNS factory decent, not that great. Jump. I was on a verge of becoming SD3, like I had that offer in my mind. Also, the likes jumped from 20 to 30, just like I said it, right? That's amazing. So U1X factory, I was, if you see my career, I was like SD2 for 2.5 years or so. So I was offered SD3 job anyway. So Pratik, you liked now. You have been like there from last 2 hours, and you liking now is like okay. Then I have to ask every time. I did not expect this from you. Just kidding. So yeah, I was saying that I was kind of SD3 at Cisco, but not on papers. Now I would like ask everyone to like first, and then I'll reply. No, just kidding, man. None the FF. I want to ask that. Yes, yes, they need all Anand FFC. This is the thing, right? There are a lot of resources out there on YouTube. Even like Striver, Neat Code, all of the people are out there, right? They are explaining DSA every day. Still, Anand FF, like their on-campus placement is going on. Still, he is not able to solve that coding problem, right? Like, I don't understand what is the gap. Is it like we know what we need to do and we still don't do it, or we don't know? I personally didn't know, right? And I have talked to people who didn't know. But is it like you know also and then still you don't do? So the idea would be none the FF, right? From your day one, the day you join college or after 2 months, right? You should go to lead code and start solving DSA problems. Now think like that, that you have spent 2 years doing that every day. Now you will be able to solve all the four problems within 10 minutes, within 15 minutes. That's what happens in lead code context. So there is a guy that I used to follow. He's like Uvi, I think, if I remember him correctly. He's a competitive programmer. So how do you see? So you, Uvi. He's the only not only one of the competitive programmer who uses Java. So that's why I know his name. So if you see, right, 2000 problems are solved in Java. and he only participates in lead code contests. And if you see his ranks also, right, like he is guardian level, right, which is like way above. And it is 0.001% out of like his rank is 71 out of 7 lakh people worldwide. So imagine how good he is. But still, he would have started from somewhere. Like he started in 2017. Before that, he was doing code forces and all that, right? Okay, now I have forgot what I was saying. So what I was saying is that these guys have spent 10 years or whatnot, but if we just spend 2 years, we will eventually get to a level of like this. We'll anyway reach this level if we spend 2 years. I would say you can reach till guardian level also till this level. So not sure what is the gap, whether people don't know or people don't want to do it, right? These are the two things. I believe that they don't know. So that is the something that I want to help everyone with. Yo, I'll be giving. Yeah, I used Pramp back in college, but I don't think Yo-Yo Pramp is good anyway now. Because recently I used Pramp last year and I was connected with Program Manager, right? So to them I gave a HLD inter round mock, so that didn't make sense at all. But still, you can give Pramp a try. Pramp is good. But I think now Pramp is acquired by some other tool, right? Whenever I used to go to Pramp.com, I used it when I was in college for DSA. Yeah, by Exponent, it has been changed by as of now, all the new sessions will be hosted on Pramp. So yes, you can use that. Still, yeah, Pramp is okay. Pramp is good, but I don't know of any other free portals. So back then they had free credits also. So I created 5 Gmail accounts back then in 2020 and I got free credits for back. No. C++ is the best language for DSA. That's the best languages if someone is starting new. Yes, see, that's the thing, Pratik. So then it is our fault. If in third year is also kind of late to do CP, then you can just do DSA. But if we are not consistent, then that's on us. If we don't know, then that's on universe. Don't do paid. So you can put it on Reddit. You can put it on Reddit and see if someone replies to you. So if you are going to pay, like I see there are 500 or 200, right? I have a Topmate account. I have kept my first it was free. It was like, but then people didn't join after booking and I was waiting. So I've kept it around 100 and 150 rupees. If you can afford that, then we can connect one on one. I think recently someone asked, so I'll be opening some new links. I'll never make it more than 300. That was my limit when I created the Topmate page. Never going to charge 3000 for 30 minutes of time. That is not at all. 3000 for 30 minutes is like a crime in software engineering field if you're from India. Oh, sorry, Parth. Sorry. Did it get? Where is your question? Okay. I have not done much questions close to 220 and 220 on CodeChef and 1200 mostly. 1200 rating on lead code. So you should, if you think I am good enough in I can do mock, then if you don't think I am not good, then that's different story. sharing my Topmate link. It might not have any slots, guys, so because I don't use it, like I again recommend that if there are a generic doubts, you can ask here. If no, uh, then Topmate, right? So like I was answering Parth's question. Where is Parth? Sorry, man, I am losing your question. Okay, so Parth, for you, right? You should focus on, so stick to lead code. I think you want to crack a job, right? Like which year you are in. If you are in first year, so if you are in first year, then then you can do CP. But if you're close to your interviews, I think lead code is good enough, right? So you go to lead code and then participate in contests. That is something that you should start doing. Aim to solve 2 to 3 because eventually that second and third level are the questions that you will get in your OA and interviews. Third is way too hard, first is way too easy. So that is two things, okay? Um and then always do new questions. So that is your thing, right? That's what contests are for. Not and then revise old questions. Okay. That is a really good advice, VM Bajaj, to make the whole backend yourself and then use any AI tool to make a front end. That's a really good way. But then put it in your resume accordingly, right? Don't put the front end part in your resume because if you start getting questions on React and then you say that first you will not be able to answer that. If you say, end up saying that I used AI, it is very bad to rely on AI in your college, right? In college, you have to train your mind. If you are totally dependent, you can make some AI backend project, like make some conversion tools using AI. That would be a good one. So, and then Streamlit for UI for Python. That's something that you can do, but don't put that you know React, Om Prakash, and then you don't know React, right? Don't do something like that. Yeah, there is no Topmate. There is no what you say. There is no open slot till 12 July also in my uh, Topmate. I was never using it, right? If even if you see last testimonial that was from 8th Feb. So I was not really using it. I'll create some slots, bro. I'll create. Let me know what would be the range. So I can make 30 minutes out, or I can probably try for 45 minutes. Like everyone out here, like there are like 15 people watching. So please feel let me know what would be the ideal price, right? For that sort of from your point of view. I had kept it free earlier, but then people book and then they don't join, right? I joined 2 times that way, then I had to put some minimum amount for 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what do you think is the okayish amount that you guys think that is worthy to pay, and then I can accordingly decide based on that for one-on-one sessions if anyone wants that. And Yo-Yo, you can book any of the existing slots and we can do a mock. It's flexible. It's not like that. You can book any of the existing slots and we can do a mock interview in that, right? That's what I would suggest you. But I'll open something. Yeah, that's the good amount, right? 200 to 250 for 30-40 minutes. I agree to that. I'll keep it around that only. As of now, it is 150 for 30. I'm glad that I kept less than that. So, UNS Factory, I even kept less than 50 rupee less than that, right? So, it doesn't make sense to charge people more because I'll be just telling things, right? So, education should be free. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, UNS Factory. Okay, I'm losing some comments. I was eventually doing that. Amandeep, my DSA is done, and I am now doing daily DSA questions on lead code plus learn. Don't do daily questions, daily DSA by you mean problem of the day, right? But participate in contest mores, right? Upsolve contest mores. Daily DSA problem is very random, right? But participate in DSA contest like virtually more and then judge where you are. That's like timed preparation, right? Virtual contests are the best. I feel like people don't know about virtual contests that much, so I'll create a video on that, I think. So that's what, so because you'll get 130, like 90 minutes, 4 problems, target to solve 3 problems. We had a good discussion. Yes, sure. Relevant to best resource to learn advanced graph theory for contest 3. Advanced graph theory, um, like I personally liked this. I'll show you one thing, right? If I can find William Fissett. So I'm answering Parth Ajmira's question. So this is graph playlist, right? 43 problems, and this is really good. And let me see
Hello
if I
and
can find
welcome.
my
My name
comment
is
in this.
William. Today I want to bring to you
It should not be the like sort by, you can't sort by oldest. You would find my comment somewhere because this is the guy I followed, I learned, and I had commented on its video. I think it would be Union Find maybe. Union Find video is in different than depth first search.
I used to think AI in the terminal was kind of meaningless. Boy, was I
It's
wrong. When
Union
does my
Find.
wildcard cert
I
TLS
really want
certificate
to show
expire?
that,
Watch
so
this.
give
So the
me
AI
a
went and got my certificate and realized, hey, it's in a different namespace. It did a kubectl get certificate.
This guy is good if you want to learn advanced graph.
Hello and
And he teaches
welcome. My
very
name
well,
is
like with
William. Today I
animations.
want to bring to
And I think
you
he
my
used to
complete
work at
video
Google
course on graph
back
theory
then.
algorithms. Graph theory is the study of
Uh,
graphs, commonly known as networks. Graphs manifest themselves everywhere in the real world, from the
8 years
friends in
old.
your social network, to subway transit lines, to the internet
And he has
itself,
never
which is a vast virtual network
publicized
of
his channel, I
interconnected
feel like it's a
websites.
very underrated channel. Even let's see, he has only
Alright, time to
200k
talk about
subscribers.
the
I feel like he at least deserves a million. If blogging channels can get these many views, I think his channel also deserves that. See, this whole playlist is awesome. All the comments are good. Great. Thanks, William. Thanks, William. All the comments are good. Sure, why he's not a Indian? He's not a Indian comment is there. But yeah, not able to find my comment. But yeah, there would be somewhere. Hmm. So that answers your question, Parth. You have to do it again, Lasagna. You have to do it again and again, right? I myself have been doing it a lot, many times. Still, I'm doing. Pratik is saying for graphs drivers that I plus one to that. I followed this guy. I have already mentioned. Uh, I followed this one. Archie Jan, please feel free to comment which. Uh, so if you have good knowledge of Java and let me see. For greedy, please share. For greedy, I did not follow any playlist. Yashas, for greedy, I did not follow anything. Brahmajot, I was watching Tourist competitive to what I got. Brahmajot, Tourist has been doing it for since his childhood. So no need to get overwhelmed. It's like comparing you playing football to Ronaldo playing football or Messi playing football, right? So that's the thing. It's just to master how much time, like never any time is enough. Like if I still struggle with Kosa Raju, I think I'll never understand that algorithm like Kosa Raju. I think once I did understood it, but then after that again I never understood it. So as much time. So it's been 2 to 3 months I've solved Dijiktra and all that. I'm forgetting that also now. So like spend 1 hour to see to a particular problem. If you're not able to crack it, then you can watch any video. So answered your question, yes. I'll come to your question. I'm answering all the questions one by one. So yo book, thank you so much. Archie, I have a good understanding of Java and DSA. So if you have a good understanding of Java and DSA, please let us know that which college or year you are in or you're working already. So then software engineering would be a good role. It's a high paying role. Then how to find internship, right? You go to career portals like just now we found an internship to Uber careers, right? Let's say you want to work at Uber. So you go to Uber career and generally there is a university section in all of these, right? So in this you can see software engineering internship. So pre-final year, that means that starting of third year, right? You can apply. So they'll eventually give you 2 or 6 months. So this is the right time. So third year, then this is the right time. So in the same way, you do it for like 100 companies out there. Now connect with people on LinkedIn, ask for referral and then apply. Recently, I have referred people for my company also. There was an internship opportunity. Do that same. Vyam Bajaj, Kosa Raju. Yeah, when I learn it, when someone explain it, I learn it, and then again I forget it after 2 months. But you never forget BFS or DFS, right? But I will see code story with Mick. But you understand Kosa Raju is not a straightforward, right? It's strongly connected thing or whatever. I have not bought that course, bro. But in previous, like not generic to anything, if you like feel like you have lot of money on your hands, then only spend money. I reached here without spending single money. Education is free. I am saying that I'm asking people not to even buy one-on-one with me on Topmate, right? You should not spend even 50 rupees. But still, one-on-one is like we can chit chat and talk more confidentially. Then that's why people are going. Like Prime CV is also the same, Pratik. You learn it and then you'll forget it after 2 or 3 months. But that's relatively easy. Then Kosaraju is another thing. At least tell me how you learned greedy. See, okay, how I learned greedy is by solving DSA problems on greedy. So solve 100, so not 100, sorry, solve like 10 to 20 videos. So you go there and there should be a tag, right? Topics and greedy, right? Solve like 20 to 30 problems, then eventually intuition will start building, right? So for example, this container with most water. This is a greedy problem that because you can sense it that eventually if you are here and here, right, this smaller is causing us the problem because the water will be retained only at height 1. Then you will move next. So solve 30 to 40 problems with greedy track, then eventually it will start kicking. Greedy is very similar to like getting intuition. Again, whos I'm interacting with, please feel free to like. When I reminded everyone, I saw a huge bump in likes. I guess I have to remind them. CR supports. I'm currently doing DSA in Python. Now I want to switch to Java. If you know very good Python, I think you should stick to Java. Sorry, stick to Python. Sorry. If you know Python really well, there is no point now switching to Java, right? So go ahead with Python only. Uh, and I think Java, Python, C++, these three, right? These are okay when it comes to programming and interviews. Most of the people out there, I have seen people cracking good companies in Python, right? Language is not a barrier. But as these three are popular, so try to keep stay in these three. Don't pick some any like random language like Perl or don't pick that language. Actually, what about Niti Ayog? Niti Ayog and the PT, I have never heard about these internship. Niti Ayog. What is this? And the DP. No, I would say that if you have DSA and Java, go with software engineer internship only. That's the only thing. So see, I think some random link I have found. So see 25, this is USA and international openings. Oh, really nice website. I did not know about this. So this is really good. You can try for off campus also, like out of USA also. I have seen people on Reddit getting into that also. See, apply. Let's see what. This is a really GitHub channel. So see, software engineering, this and that. You can apply to this also, right? With referral or something. Like there is very less chances you will get selected, but if you don't apply, you are anyway not selected, right? No harm in spending 10 minutes, get a referral from someone working in India. I have seen people going from India to US for internship. That is something that I have seen on LinkedIn. And also I've seen that those people have got it via off campus. So why not doing that, right? Let me send this in chat, really good link. So this is for you, Archie, for you, Vyom. Vyom, you are also in internship, right? And all the other people out there. Apply to these openings. Oh, apply to in US doesn't matter. So this is international. The London, you'll easily get visa for that. How is this created? So I think this is some webbook or something. But you see, all the internship, go ahead and apply. This was the first link that I got. There might be other things. See, software engineer internship, JP Morgan, and all of the other things, right? SVD internship and whatnot. Keep on applying engineering and desert Google, Amazon. Let's see what Amazon has to offer. Explore open roles. There are no roles. But yeah, keep looking. Sometimes it might come up. So keep looking. Vyom, please feel free to look, put a comment in the chat. I'll review your lead code. Like, did I miss anyone? Yes, it's mixed. I missed Parth again. Do you know any resources for DP? Yes, and how to think of states directly, not to go from recursive. I have always done top down. Bro, I have always done recursion and memoization. I am not the best person. I was going to say Aditya Verma, but Aditya Verma also does top to bottom. So he also don't do bottom up. So I that comes from practice. And if you anyway learns, you can tell me easy way. But I don't know, bro. I'm Parth and Mira, like I can only guide you on top two. I think that won't take much time. Even bottom top down, it takes 10 to 15 minutes once you crack it, right? So Aditya Verma is good. Um, Already shared, but he also teaches top two down. So Aditya Verma, Vyam Bajaj. You should participate in more contests. And I see you can solve two problems. So you are on good track. You should now start thinking of solving these two problems fast. That should be the good aim of it. And rest, I think you are at good track. You have done a lot. How to get a referral? I'll answer that. So, any plans on teaching? There is. So let me ask you this, Rahul. Do you think it is worth teaching DSA on YouTube because there are already so many videos out there and those are good? So everyone creating video on DSA, they are good. They are not like even whether you talk about Aditya Verma, he's really good, right? Neat code, he is good. Now, if I start teaching DSA, there is no point, right? Maybe down the line, I'll do that once I'm retired, if DSA is still there. Or once I am thinking of more on HLD side, because that's another thing where resources are less. DSA also, once I have good audience, I may start creating videos on new problems like contest problems. Vyam, you don't have to call me sir. So to get internship right, let me show you XYZ. Just give me a second, right? I'm answering one of the question with the. So there is a question on how to get a referral, right? So let me paste it in here. See, this is something that you guys should follow. Some reason I'm not able to, because it's already small, right? So see, okay, eraser. No, 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 no. Feels like my laptop is really slow. So you guys can read the red thing, right? It says that hi ABC, whatever is the name of the person. Hope you are doing well. I am ABC, currently working at ABC with XYZ. If your experience, if you're in college, you can put I am currently studying at this. I have good knowledge of DSA and whatnot. And I have attached my resume. Thanks. If you have a good lead code rating, mention that also. So that's how you get a referral. Ping random people on LinkedIn. First send them connection request and then ping them. So that's how. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Better if I teach LLD or HLD. Yeah. Retirement is a way, yes. But still. So that answers, is hashing tough? Hash map is not tough. Hash map is not tough. Like solving hash map problems, no, it's not tough. This hash map problems, right? It is not tough. Once you understand the gist of it, it is not tough. Uh, okay, guys, I think there is no open questions. I have answered all the questions. Please let me know. I'll wait for a minute and then I'll end the stream here, right? If anyone's questions I have not answered. Is system design needed for interviews or I might no, Vyam, you can explore it later. You can start reading Alex View's book, the Alex View system design book, but it's too early for you. Just basic knowledge of CS fundamentals is what you should focus on. Today, Vedant Patel, you should start giving lead code contest today. Like I gave first lead code contest when I didn't even know what it is, right? I started to give it as a fun. So it doesn't matter if you're not able to solve any problem. You can start solving the first problem. That's it, right? So anyone new coming to the stream, please feel free to give it a like. I don't like asking for it, but when I ask, that's when people get reminded and they give it a like. And that's what I've seen other people do. So I now get it why they do it. Yes, wait. I can wait for 2 minutes more. 0.034. Okay. For 90-10 LP, how many topics to focus on? What level difficulty to correct? Mainly this. Okay. So I think if you are in 1700 and 1800, you can crack any job out there. Then luck factor also comes. But I think 1600 rating on lead code is good enough to get started. DSA should be good, Brahmjot. But you can start looking. Meanwhile, you prep on DSA, right? I always say this thing now that you have spent 6 months. For example, let's say you have spent. So, Brahmjot, there could be two options, right? You prepare for 6 months and then give the interview, or you give the interview also and then keep on preparing. So that way, after 6 months, anyway, for example, let's say you give the Amazon interview in a couple of weeks, right? If you don't clear, you will be blacklisted for 6 months. And anyway, you are will be preparing, right? So there is no harm in giving the interview. Yo, it was a good problem. Would like to know your. I didn't get which problem you mentioned. Okay, guys. You should give lead code contest. If you're not able to solve today, Rahul, down the line after 3 months, you will be able to do. If you're not able to solve any, then upsolve that. Go to and see other solution. So for example, let's say this is 47th, right? And you are not able to solve. You click on this discuss section and then you see all the comments. As someone mentioned, this Twitch TB, right? Brute force. All of this solution. See people here. You go and see the solution here. If not here, you go to the problem and then you go to the discuss section and then solve the questions there. Thank you everyone. So just one thing, right? If you guys like the AMA thing, then AMA live streams that I can do after work, right? Because for this I don't have to put focus. So then I think I can do AMA around 10:30 p.m. tomorrow or day after tomorrow if that helps. But for that, uh, I would need some audience, right? Mostly everyone's answered. I've answered today. Yeah, I read your comment, Yo on retirement is light years away, and I laughed. So After that, did I miss anything else? If yes, I don't remember. AI eats our job, that I doubt is going to happen. It's only going to help us. If it happens, then yeah, so need to find something else to do, man. Vedant Patel, thank you so much, guys. It has been fun. Conversation is always two ways. Vyam Bajaj, all the best for your interviews. And please feel free to let me know if you like more on the AMA sessions rather than me solving problems. We can do AMA. I didn't see any problem. You can send the timestamp maybe. But anyway, lead code 2488. No idea, bro, how to solve it is hard, and I probably will have to take a look at it tomorrow. So, okay, guys, if you like the AMA sessions, feel free to let me know. I think tomorrow is Monday, so everyone would have to go to office, including myself. Uh, Feel free to give stream like and let me know if you like AMA sessions. Then I'll be doing more of AMA sessions. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Take care, guys. It was nice chatting with you all. Thanks, everyone. Okay, and just answering last question. You can make project using Java Spring Boot. Yes, I'll take a look at it tomorrow. Don't want to burst my brain thinking about hard problem now. So just answering the last question, that you can just make any project using Java as a backend. DSA also projects you can make, like some sorting algorithm, mapper or whatnot, right? You can find my links on lead code. I've already shared my. Let me paste my lead code. That also comes very often. So this has all the links. This has all the links. If you go to Bento, you'll find all the links. You'll see my LinkedIn and you'll see that I am not solving problems now. So thanks, guys. Bye. Sure, yo. Your thing.